Greetings all, it is I, Sam Farron, and welcome back to more Let's Translate Trails of the World. Last time we talked to everyone around here, and I think we're gonna have to do it again in this one. So, fucking brace yourselves, guys. God, this is like, known to be the most delicious sweet in the whole empire. The queen of chocolate cakes, the Zasha Torte, whatever that is. Oh, it's got apricot jam in it. That doesn't sound very appealing to me. Oh, you know your stuff. We just had it imported from the Imperial capital, actually. Would you like me to cut you a slice? I would indeed. So yeah, when you eat the chocolate cake, some characters are going to move around. Yeah, so we are going to... Oh. The rich sweetness wrapped in a silky fondant. Apparently it's even got sweetened sour apricot jam in it as well. You! Oh, Van, this cake looks delicious. I wish I could let Nadia and Swin have some, but I doubt it'll last, so guess it can't be helped. Excuse me. Fine, just give it to her. Thanks. The glutton. That cakes look delicious. I'd love to try some. Wait, what's wrong, Van? The treasure of the empire. My queen. Well, we do have a spare one and we're keeping it in the backyard. Oh, so they did have one. Oh. Oh, so there's a happy ending. After that, Van got her to bring out the spare one and had a slice of it. Van made sure to eat it carefully, savoring all of the rich sweetness and texture. Meanwhile, Lapis tried to extend her gluttonous fingers to it, but Van managed to stop her. Everyone's still going at it. Honestly, I'd kind of like to just take a break with some coffee there. But just as I thought, there's still a lot of stuff going on, so I guess I should go around and see what I can find. God damn it. So what, we got 4 again. Go with the boys. This isn't the first time we met, but it's an honor to meet you, young Swordmaster. Both the Great War, as well as the Calamity and Crossbell, we wouldn't have been able to... Or, like, without you, they wouldn't have been solved. Oh no, I had lots of friends and cooperators helping me out with that. And I hear that Mr. Burgard, as well as the MK Company, also helped out with those. Yes, well, us at MK helped out with the Thousand Mirage. We got the attention of many Jaeger Corps all across the continent and got them to sign a contract with the Weissland Army. Is that like a... it's a German word, I don't know it, but I guess he means like the... Like the impromptu army or whatever. Like, I see. I guess we had nothing to worry about if it was your company handling it. Since I was still acting in the shadows, I could only help out slightly with Shining Wings operation. I know he wasn't exactly filling in for me, but I'm very proud of what Gaius managed to accomplish with all of you. Even among Class 7, he's a really reliable friend. He thought you were dead this whole time, but apparently you got in contact with him at the end of last year? Yes, we met for the first time in 3 years. I thought he'd be more angry at me, but he just embraced me without saying anything. I really don't deserve a disciple as good as him. That's Gaius for you. Lord Warzel, huh? I met him the other day due to our, technological cooperation with the church. The rumors do him justice. He's very diligent and hardworking as a Grail Knight. And his ability to become one with the wind on the battlefield is something I'd love my sister to learn from him. That's... I heard a while ago from the Elder of the Nord Highlands, but... Yeah, I heard that the people on Nord Highlands and the Kurga share the same descendants, huh? Yes, although not completely, it's more of a sibling relationship. About 1,000 years ago, during the Great Collapse, they fled from the east of the continent to the northwest. Meanwhile, the Kurga stayed in the Middle East, and they both pledged to be the guardians of each respective regions. I see. It's also written about in the scriptures, so I think there's definitely some truth to it. Part of the reason I went to the Nord Highlands before was because I was interested in that section of the scriptures. So it must have been fate that you met your last disciple there, huh? From what I understand, the Nord people feel the wind, while the Kurga feel like the breath of the flames. And I hear that the wind helped in overcoming the curse of the Empire. So I wonder what role the corresponding flames are meant to perform, huh? Indeed. You've really grown, Van. I never would have expected to hear you talk like that in a place like this. If Lady Hortensia and Lord Balthazar were here, they'd say that you've they'd probably say that you've redeemed yourself as like his failed disciple, huh? Oh well, sorry for being a failed disciple. And just for the record, from what I've heard of this final disciple, I don't think Ceres and Leon hold a candle to him. Don't worry about it, Reen. They're always like this. Well, it's no fun for me. That Leon guy seriously gets a kick out of dissing me, you know? Well, anyway, I'm free from the Kurga's mission now. The answer to your question will have to come from Farida, or maybe it'll be something you find together. Ah, whatever. I've never known you to give a straight answer for anything. I apologize, but there really is nothing else for me to say. Ah. But if you, became her husband, and, thus a part of the Kurga, then I would be able to tell you some more. Come on, dude, she's like 13. What the hell are you going on about all of a sudden? And I've never seen that smile from you before. You had, bloodlust in your eyes. You're just imagining it. It seems like lots of people expect great things from Mr. Arkwright. Yes, just like how it used to be with you. I'd like for you to be good friends with him. Yes, I'd love nothing more. Alright, girl talk now. Ah, Van, that cake was so delicious. When I infiltrated the Imperial capital 2 years ago, I should have gone there with Nadia, or to that shop. I didn't even know where to start. So what, you ate that whole cake all by yourself? Just so you know, specialty cakes like that have to be made by a patissiere who's a master of their craft, and this mille-feuille or whatever, I don't know, that's a French word I can't pronounce. It's so creamy, it's to die for. Hey, listen to me! Wow, Lapis, you really like to eat a lot, huh? Back when you were like a hollow fairy, you used to look at the food from Montmartre with longing eyes, I remember. Yeah, she was even drooling. I remember Yume couldn't stand to watch and actually tried to feed us something. So even in your previous body, you were still as gluttonous as ever. And with your new growth, I guess you can eat even more than before, huh? I worry for Swin and Nadia's financial situation at this rate, although I guess the former leader probably has his own secret stash of money. When I say former leader, he's talking about Rufus, like, because he was the leader of the Ironbloods. Oh, I see you got some of that, that cake he was talking about earlier, the chocolate one with apricot in it. I know you're from the Empire, but it's a pretty high-class shop in the capital, so I'm guessing you don't really get to eat from there that much. Yes, although I have a friend who likes that shop, so Sometimes they treat me to stuff from there. Although, that person is currently worried about their weight, so they're not eating from there as much as they were. Who is she actually talking about? Although recently they've been completely hooked on pretzels from Crossbell. Ooh, I'd kind of like to try that. I hear that pretzels are different depending on where you get them. What's a pretzel? It's like bread, but instead of making it normally, you like twist the dough around and then fry it. And that's a pretzel. There's savory sweet ones with salt and honey on them, and there's also ones with like bacon on. I recommend them all. Ooh, that does sound good. It also seems good for like rations on the battlefield. Well, there's one theory that says that they originated in the Dark Ages at a monastery when they needed like preservative food. They've already eaten quite a lot, but they're still having so much fun talking about sweet things. I bet if Milliam and Yuna were here, they'd love to get involved. Was it Yuna she was talking about? The one treat her to cake and is now hooked on pretzels? Or no, no, she's from Crossbell, so she was probably the one that recommended the pretzel, or whatever. Oh god. The three evil boys. Yo, I cried. You're still making the rounds, I see. As a one-man business owner myself, I think I have a lot to learn from you. Well, I'm not doing this for work, but like we got the three most suspicious guys in the building hanging out together, I see here. I feel like I look like a regular stand-up guy compared to you three. Haha, maybe. Yes, the two of us do have our dark pasts, and we have a certain connection to a letter of the alphabet too. And I suppose during the Civil War, as the advisor of the Noble Alliance, I might have made a certain request of the Azure Chevalier. Ah, I guess that did happen, huh? I don't like how you're making us sound like we're all buddies when you say it like that. I suppose we weren't particularly friendly, but we definitely had our share of encounters with each other. There might be a time where I have to rely on your business, Crow, so I hope you'll treat me well then. Oh, I bet you'd love to use me again. Wait, so why are you here with these two? You talking about that contract you have with them? It is as you surmise. I'm just going over some things as a third-party tester of the Marduk security company. Well, in my line of work, I can't really expect much backup aside from this. So in exchange for testing out a certain, vehicle for them, they're, giving me a bit of backup. You already understand how it is for me. After all, you saw Lapis. But I won't deny a big part of it was because of Meister Jorg, who, decided to join MK. Are you sure I'm supposed to know about that? Well, I guess I did already know from Ren. And as for you, I bet it has something to do with where you're headed after this, am I right? No comment. Well, either way, all three of us are testers at the MK company now. Crow and Arkride. What say you we deepen our bonds a bit as fellow testers? No thank you. They both said that. Haha, you're both very in sync. I'll be expecting great things out of all of you. Ooh, Kevin risen up the MK girls. I see, so both of your dialects come from the, the northeast region of the continent, huh? I mean, I haven't been translating it as such, but both of them have, dialects. I actually can't remember whether or not Kevin's dialect was translated as anything in Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. I did play that in English, but I do remember him having a specific way of speaking, but I might just be misremembering. But yeah, Mirabelle's like, yeah, I think you're right, my grandpa came from there after all. And Kevin, you come from the Emerald City and the Freedom City region, right? Yeah, right in the center of the region, right below Altaria, the country on the map. That being said, there weren't that many people there that share my way of speaking, since it comes from like a frontier region in the north of the continent. Oh yeah, there was a lady merchant from the Burl who I took a request from who said the same thing. Haha, she might have been someone who I know. But my god, you know a lot of people, Arkride. You even know like my colleagues through Master, don't ya? And through this, you've gotten to meet even more people. Well, friendly isn't exactly the word I'd use, but yeah, you're right. Thanks to this, I got to meet up with guys from Thor's and the former leader of the Ironbloods. And I got to meet up with you for the first time in a while as well. Although as someone who just wants to live peacefully in the capital, can't say I'm too pleased with this outcome. Yeah, no one's believing that. You got connections with the guild and Sid, or CID on the front, and then you're connected to Heiyue on the underworld side, right? Not to mention our MK company. You really do have a way of getting connections with people, Servan. Don't say it like it's a good thing. Like, the Ikaruga and Elzyme also have their eyes on me. If I end up getting involved with, like, the Burl royal family or the witches of the Empire, I'm gonna have a complete meltdown, okay? Calm down, calm down. I mean, I feel like you just jinxed yourself with that, but, I guess you were kind of, taking this seriously, huh? Well, once Servan gets involved with someone, he, wants to do everything he can to help them. That's kind of his creed. Well, I'm sure, Master said the same thing to you, but all those connections will come in handy, so, like, treat him well, okay? Although, in my opinion, you should stop getting involved with people from, Snake, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I also have acquaintances over on that side. I mean, I know they're better than that cult, or Almata, for example, but they got plenty of dreadful heretics that they're, like, in their ranks. For example, the Oathbreaker. I'm sure you know him. Well, I like to think I don't know him that well, but I get what you're trying to say. You don't need to warn me, though. I judge humans by their individual traits, okay? After all, I wouldn't want you to deem me a heretic and come after me. Oh, you know I don't do that shit anymore, but at the very least, don't let those Escalio, like, have a reason to get you, you know? This guy definitely likes to joke around, but he is one of the top Grail Knights. And according to MK's data, he used to have a different nickname till about 6 years ago. The past can stay in the past. What's important is how you live today. Although it might be strange hearing that coming from me. Rosette. Aw. But Mirabelle, like, what are you doing in a place like this? It's fine, just let me hold you for a bit. Honestly, you're really such a troublesome child. Come on, Mirabelle, please. Don't worry about anything else. Right now, me hugging you is the most important thing, right? You're misunderstanding. Well, we know that she's with Kasim, right? He obviously doesn't have a thing for Rosette. I probably would have. Maybe that's why they put that scene first, so we didn't misunderstand. Well, I guess that's all I really wanted to go around and ask. Seems like a lot more things are starting to move than I thought. Whatever. I guess I'll go relax with some coffee now. Okay. Yeah, so, when we're ready to move on, we press right on the D-pad and you warp to coffee, or like rest with coffee thing. It's weird that it's like, this is how you warp in the City of Edith, but it's also how you progress certain story things, so if you were playing along and you were stuck there, then, yeah, just press right on the D-pad and you can move on. Well, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and next time, we're gonna move on with the plot, so I'll see you guys then.